Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a speed run of the Maverick Strada 4S conversion. I have covered this truck in quite a bit of detail. Obviously, you know, I converted it to brushless. It is 4S capable now. It's absolutely crazy on 4S. But to be honest, when I did it, I was still waiting for my Sky RC GPS to actually turn up. It took about 5 weeks to actually turn up from Banggood. Obviously, it is here now. I did a speed run on the WL Toys 144001 a little while ago, and yeah, it's finally here. So I think it's about time we see how fast the Maverick Strada conversion is. Right guys, so the last time we came down here, I actually had trouble keeping the thing in a straight line, especially on 4S. It was just absolutely crazy. Trying to get grip from the standard tyres was an absolute nightmare, but I am still running the standard tyres. I want to see how fast we can go on the standard tyres before I stick a set of on-road tyres on it, and then yeah, I want to see how fast we can actually get it to go, if I can keep it in a straight line. If your intentions are to run 4S pretty much all the time, or if you do a 4S conversion, you may want to look at upgrading the gears to either steel or metal gears, just so that you're not stripping them out every single time you go for a run, because it doesn't actually have a slipper clutch, so there's not that safety barrier there for you. You may want to upgrade to the steel spur gear. Okay, so let's get a 3S pack put into the truck, and then we'll see how far we can go with this. We'll see how fast it is, and hopefully we see some good speed today. I'm going to take a rough guess. Maybe we'll reach, I don't know, 35 miles an hour on a 3S pack. That may sound quite low, but to be honest, I'll be happy with 35 miles an hour on a 3S pack. So guys, I'm going to stick the 3S pack in the Strada conversion to begin with. We're going to see how fast it is on 3S, and then we're going to move up to 4S. So let's not waste any time, let's get on with it and see how fast this thing actually is. I've been waiting ages to actually find out. There's quite a few people that have asked how quick this actually is. There's a lot of people who are tempted to do this conversion or want to do this conversion and have been waiting to see, you know, whether it's all worth it. So guys, I'm going to take a guess, and I'm going to say 35 miles an hour on the 3S. Or at the very least, I hope so. You know, it is quite quick, so I'm hoping we can get at least 35 miles an hour out of this thing on a 3S pack. Okay, so the 3S pack is now fitted. We're going to go over to there and we're going to see just how fast this thing is. Here we go then. So the GPS is showing 0, the 3S pack is fitted in, and we're going to see how fast this thing is on 3S. So guys, I was quite impressed with that. So we've managed to reach 47 miles per hour on a 3S pack. Now that is more than respectable for this truck. More than respectable. Do you know what? It's been a little while now. I can't remember what gearing I'm actually running on this, but I will post it in the description. But I definitely think with proper road tyres, you know, this could quite easily hit 50 miles an hour on a standard 3S pack. So what we'll do now is we'll stick a 4S pack in there. If I can keep it in a straight line, we'll see how fast this thing is. I'm gonna be brave and say 60. I'd like to see 60 miles an hour out of this thing. Okay, so the 4S pack is now fitted. We're going to see what this thing is capable of on 4S with the speedo. So obviously we hit 47 with the 3S pack, and now we've stuck the Turnigy 4000 milliamp 4S in there, and we're going to see what we can achieve with this today, guys, if I can keep it in a straight line. Right, let's not waste any time. Let's get the shell put on, reset the GPS, and see how quick this thing actually is. So guys, I don't know if you just see that, but we did have a tumble, quite a bad tumble as well. The battery got flung aside. The Sky RC GPS, which I stupidly stuck onto the top of the body shell, you know, so that thing was going over, that was going to get it first. That was in like 5 different bits. So I've gathered everything together. The battery's back in the car, and I didn't even get a chance to see what the speed was before we actually tumbled this thing. So everything's back together. We're going to give this one last push, and then we're going to see what we can achieve. Stability is a massive issue with this, guys. It was last time I tried it. It is again today. You know, trying to keep this thing in a straight line on 4S power, especially with the stock wheels and tyres. Not so much the wheels, but definitely the tyres. There's just barely any traction. You know, on 2S and 3S, absolutely fine. It's manageable. You can control it. As soon as you go up to 4S, it's just uncontrollable. And where I'm running, there is a curb on each side. If this thing hits, it's going to hit hard. Alright guys, like I said, I've moved the GPS to here now on the flatbed. It was originally on the top, but this thing tumbled just down the road there, and you can obviously see this is already quite damaged. I do want to preserve this as much as I can. It is still quite new. I'm going to power it on, wait for a satellite signal, and then we're going to go for it. So guys, like I said before, traction is absolutely horrible. We are running on tarmac, but these tyres, you know, they're just not made for it. But we've reached 58 miles per hour, which isn't too shabby at all, bearing in mind, you know, we're getting barely any traction. I haven't even managed to max this thing out, but I definitely think we could hit over 60, which would be a great little target, you know, on this sort of gearing. And obviously how much this thing costs to put together, 60 wouldn't be too bad at all. I definitely think this has got more than that in it. I'd like to maybe one day hit 70 on this, and on this setup it's more than capable with some gearing adjustments, but definitely need some proper on-road tyres to get some good grip, and then a much bigger, wider open space to actually reach that. Now guys, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to give this one last run as fast as I can. I'm going to try to get it to full throttle, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. It's just not gripping at all. But I'm going to try and see if we can hit 60 before we go home today, guys. And if this thing goes home in 1,000 different bits, then I do apologise. guys, that was quite a big tumble there. Just gonna hope that the GPS hasn't been thrown anywhere. It's gonna be really hard to find it. I've just got a bad feeling it's not still attached to the car. So guys, unfortunately something is broken, so we have a bit of fixing to do with this. Guys, like I said, you know, this place isn't ideal to be doing speed runs, to be fair, but it's what I have available at the time. I think it'd be absolutely fine. I mean, it's quite a wide sort of space, and I think it'd be absolutely fine if this thing was, you know, remotely controllable and, you know, being able to keep it in a straight line. I think we'd be okay. But because this is just all over the place, standard tyres are no good for this. I think we need to really have a look at that front end, get it all fixed up, you know, maybe lower it a little bit if we're really going to see how fast we can get this thing, lower the centre of gravity a little bit, and then come back and try again, or see if I can try and find somewhere else, you know, that this thing would actually be better to do a speed run with. I did manage to find the GPS. Yeah, seen better days. This thing's brand new and it's already like looking like crap, to be fair, where it's come off the car so many times. But you know, I've got a good feeling about this one. I think this is going to last. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today. Obviously the fastest we got out of the Strada 4S conversion today was actually 58 miles an hour. Like I said, there's a few factors involved that are preventing me from going any further. I can't even go full throttle on this thing. Partly, you know, part of the blame is due to space. This is quite a long stretch of road, and I really do think when that thing is the issues with that are evened out, as in stability issues, new tyres, we're going to try and tighten up the front end a little bit and maybe lower the centre of gravity if we do intend to do another speed run with it. I know this thing is capable of 60 plus, you know, full power 60 plus, and that would be absolutely great. In its current state, guys, it's never going to happen. It's just not stable at all. It is all over the road. It's never going to happen. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, it's been a little while since we see the Strada. I've been doing a lot of WL Toys 144001 videos, and that little buggy is absolutely great. If you haven't seen any of those videos yet, be sure to check them out. I definitely think that 144001 is the budget RC to have in 2020. Pretty much everybody's got one now. The videos are becoming quite popular, so yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't already. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Leave a comment down below, and as always, if there's anything you want to ask me, feel free to do that, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. It's been a good one today, guys, and I'll see you soon.